Good afternoon. Welcome to our presentation on getting organized and organizing your digital life as a student at ESF. This is one of our academic skill building workshops sponsored by the Academic Success Center, and I'm Allie O'Mara, the coordinator of academic success. We're going to start by asking you whether you're currently in our meeting room or whether you're watching this after the fact. I want you to think for yourself for a moment. How do you stay organized currently? What are some of the tools that you use? What are some of the strategies that you've tried and have worked or haven't worked? And what are some of the things that you would like to do differently? So you can either pause this video or you can think to yourself currently in the, you're certainly welcome to drop something into the chat to talk a little bit, do some little bit of reflection on your current strategies for organization and what you'd like to adjust. We're going to start by introducing you to a feature that you may not even know you have through your Syracuse University email, which is you have access to a Syracuse University Google account, a Google workspace. With your Syracuse University email, you have a secret third email address, which you can enable by visiting mail.google.com, signing into a new account if you're already logged into one of your own personal Gmail accounts. And you'll enter your Syracuse University email in full. So whatever your handle is at syr.edu, except you're going to add a G dot before the syr.edu. This will take you to your Syracuse University sign-in. Looks like a lot like the MySlice sign-in tool, where you'll enter your username and your password that is associated with your Syracuse University account. Once you're there, you'll be able to use this account to separate your personal work and your school work, especially if you're using personal Google Spaces and you're using a personal Google email. You'll be able to keep all of your documents in the same place. Work done here will automatically save, and you'll still have access to this account even after you graduate, so you don't need to worry about losing any work. Some of you might be in classes that are using Microsoft Teams, which is also associated with both your ESF and your Syracuse emails. But if you are more familiar with Google from high school, this can be a great way to continue some of those practices that may have worked for you in high school in your college setting. So you're able to separate things into folders. You can break them down by semester and then to class, and then for things like different projects, for different notes, downloading your syllabus. It's a way of simulating having everything in the same space a little bit more efficiently than in Blackboard. And you're also able to keep things like your notes, like drafts, all in one space, pretty easy to share for your classes, able to access it from any computer, whether it's on your laptop, whether it's on a school computer, or if you're just using it on your mobile device. Always handy. Mendeley or something like Zotero. These are research organization applications that you can use on your desktop. Mendeley is a really powerful one that lets you manage and organize digital PDF files all in one place. So you can download them all. You can keep all of your thoughts together. You can organize them. And they have really powerful tools that let you cite in just about any citation system automatically. Yes, you'll still want to proofread it, but it helps to generate citations quickly, easily, and thoroughly for you. One of its most powerful features are organizing files where you can still write commentary on them. You can get a desktop extension, upload any PDF documents to your Mendeley account, and organize these also by class or semester or topic, research problem, research program. It allows you to highlight, to add notes, to write summaries, which are super helpful for studying and for revisiting documents later without having to reread the whole thing. And again, those automatic or manual citations can help lift the load a little bit for you. So if you make a folder and add files to it, so for instance, this is organized by a particular class, HED 712, and all of these files are added into that folder. You can click on each heading to reorganize by that heading. So whether you want to reorganize by author and organize them alphabetically, or if you want to organize them by when they were published or when you added them. It's a much more powerful tool of easily sorting through all of your files, especially if you're doing a literature review and a research project into the archives. Clicking on a file will show you the details and note tabs, which can be imported directly if you're downloading it from something like a database, a library database. And you can also add your own notes to the notes tab. Things that you want to keep track of, reasons that you want to use it, why you downloaded it, where you saw it referenced. And you can add additional annotations to the document itself while you're reading through it. You can highlight things, you can add annotations to it, and then they will show up here in the notes section, the notes pane, when you're done reading it or as you're looking through your files. And you can assign custom colors to keep track of different concepts that you might be tracking. It helps to collate things at a glance for you. And you can use any type of text. So if it's a scanned PDF that does not have optical character recognition, you can still highlight things with the rectangle function and change the color of the highlighted sections. You may not be able to directly copy that text, but you're still able to engage pretty seamlessly with the text without having to worry about print credits or keeping track of paper files. Because if you're like me, paper files go missing very quickly. As you're taking your courses, especially those that are fairly assignment heavy, it's really important to keep track of your assignments and the associated files, whether those are the assignment files or your drafts or your proposals. Keeping track of these things, keeping track of what you've completed and what you haven't completed is really important to making sure that you're staying on top of all of the assessments that you'll be graded on. Using a spreadsheet, maybe in that Google Drive folder, is a great way to write down all of your assignments for the semester. But if you consult all of your course schedules at the beginning of the semester and collate them, put them all in one place so that they're easier to keep track of, that's really powerful. You can color code assignments by class or by type of assignment if that helps you to organize your energy and your time. And you can sort them by due date and cross off assignments as you complete and turn them in for that hit of dopamine and your satisfaction of seeing that you've done it. And also to keep track in case you submitted something but Blackboard ate it. You have a kind of a record of things that you know that you've submitted and that you need to follow up on. Another reason that using a spreadsheet, a digital format, whether that spreadsheet or a Word document, they're a lot easier to edit if assignments get moved around. And then you can still resort by due date in order to keep track of how to prioritize your assignments coming down the road for you. Using a planner, digital or physical, to write down your assignments, your tests, your quizzes, your projects for each week or for the entire semester is an important way to keep track of your time. And we've talked about this in our time management workshop, but I want to re-emphasize it again here because of how it helps you to track and manage all of your digital files. Crossing them off again can help you keep track of what you've already taken care of, what's still outstanding, because it's very easy to lose track of all those things with the absolute waterfall of assignments and activities that you have pouring on you. Using a digital calendar, whether that's in your Outlook calendar associated with your Syracuse or your ESF email, or a Google calendar, whether that's associated with your Syracuse email or your personal one. Allows you to add in your schedules, like things for classes, for meetings, for work, for study times, blocking out those times, making events automatically recurring to save yourself time. And if someone sends you a calendar invite, It's really easy to see if you're available during the meeting time, especially if you're using an Outlook calendar. And accepting those meeting invites will automatically add them to your calendar, so you don't have to worry about tracking them down or making sure you have the room right if it's been updated. It's a living calendar item between your calendar and the calendar of the creator, so that things auto populate. And color coding them can help you keep track of your time and your energy. Add what makes sense to you. You can make it as general or specific as works for you. It's also something where you can go in and edit them weekly to know what specifically you need to keep track of for your tutoring session, or which homework assignments that you're going to do in those blocks to keep track of your time and your energy. In addition, I really want to hype up asking a librarian. Library studies deals with digital organization, metadata, tagging, tracking, and organizing. You can find contact information for our librarians at esf.edu/library/directory. And any of these folks would be delighted to point you in the direction of what kind of tool can work for your personal organization problem or challenge that you're trying to tackle, whether that's organizing documents for a class or learning about tools to help organize your readings. All of these folks can point you in the right direction of different types of organizational tools that you have access to as an ESF student. We're going to close here by inviting you to take some time to think to yourself or to share in the chat about what tools you want to try that you've learned from this presentation, and how you think you want to try using them to organize your digital life. What are some of the problems that they can be solutions for? And how will you know that you're working, or rather, that they're working? Thank you so much for joining us.